Hi everyone! Welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I will be sharing with you a few skincare products that I have used and tried. I don't hate them. I actually quite enjoy using some of them, but for one reason or another, I definitely will not repurchase these items. The reasons I will share with you as I talk about them individually. Now, I do have to put a disclaimer here that just because this product doesn't really work for me doesn't mean that it will not work for you. Obviously, all of us has different skin types, skin needs, and skin concerns. So keep that in mind as I go through each product. So if you're currently using it and you happen to love it, that's absolutely fine. I don't hate it, like I said. All I'm saying is that I've tried it and I don't think I'm gonna repurchase it because whatever reason, which I'm gonna share with you right now. I'm gonna start with this one. So it's the Clinique ID Moisturizing BB Gel. Now, first of all, what is this Clinique ID? I think this is not a new product. I'm sure a lot of you, if you're familiar with your skincare and beauty products, you would know so much about this because there's a lot of buzz concerning this Clinique ID. Basically, it's a two-part. So you've got the BB base, the moisturizing BB gel base, and then the orange bit in the middle, which can be blue, can be green, can be whatever depending on what serum you choose, is the serum part in the middle. When I first used it a couple of times, I am so confused, and I have to be really honest with you, I am still confused as to what the function of this Clinique ID is. It says to use, basically when it says like to use, it says spread over your face and throat twice daily. So assuming that, it means that, okay, so use this as your daily moisturizer. However, here's where I am confused. So first of all, with the fact that it is a moisturizing BB gel, it has a tint, so it's gray, and then it'll match your skin tone. So if I'm at home at night, why would I need a tint to go to sleep with as my cream? Because yeah, it's just very confusing, right? And then the second point that I'm confused with is like during the day, if I'm using this as my day cream, it has a bit of a tint, and then I just put my sunscreen on top, and then I put like another foundation or a different BB cream on top. Very confusing, because it says moisturizing BB gel. So then should you use it over your sunscreen and use it as the base of your makeup for the day? But it says actually no, you're not supposed to use it that way. You're using it as your day moisturizer. So you can see why I'm very confused with this product. The next point is that basically finally why I'm not going to repurchase it is this: the inside the serum basically ran out before the BB gel. So technically you can just as easily buy the new serum, or you can even change it up if you want to try a different like hydration serum or whatnot. But for me, I just the orange one, I believe this is the brightening one for fatigue skin. I just didn't see much different from the serum on the skin. At the moment, I've still got like this much of the BB gel and the serum's finished. So I'm wondering, like, if you buy one of the BB gel, that means you have to buy about 3 times of the serum. I don't know if that's just me and maybe because of how I use it, but considering that you pump them together, you know, it should at least get to half or something. So I only need to buy like the serum twice. But I mean, marketing, packaging goes hand in hand. People need to make money, I get that. So yeah, so I think if I were to recommend this to anyone, I would probably recommend them to get either like the clear gel base or the regular cream, like a Clinique cream, you know, the yellow color cream that they have, rather than getting the BB gel. Because if you use the clear gel base or the normal cream, then you can definitely use it for day and night. And I get that when you put the serum together, that literally cuts your So instead of you having to layer your skincare, you just cut it into one, and you just mix your serum, moisturizer, and you put it on. I personally would not do that. I prefer to layer my skincare, but for people who have no time in their hands, that's definitely a really quick and fast way to incorporate a few different products into your skincare routine. So like I said, I would definitely recommend the gel or the cream base rather than the BB gel. But yeah, it's just very confusing products for me, so I'm not gonna repurchase this for that reason. At the moment, because I only have the BB gel left, so I'm just using this as my, you know, BB cream, just as a base for my everyday, because I'm not wearing any makeup because I don't need to go anywhere. So I've just been using this as my day BB cream, so to speak, on top of my sunscreen. So that's that. The next one that I'm going to share with you is also another product that I question why I bought it. Now that I haven't really used it that much, I've decided that I think I bought it because of how cool it looks and the packaging. But it's the Tatcha serum stick. So it looks like this. So basically what it is, it's made from squalane, and it's look like a little lipstick, but you're meant to just sort of like put it as a touch up on your, like, you know, wherever area in your skin that is like feeling a bit dry throughout the day. I honestly really like Tatcha product. I like their essence and the water cream. Those two are my favorite from the Tatcha range. So these ones kind of like, oh, it looks really cool, I want to try. Hey, but honestly, until today, I haven't reached out for it as much. I've tried to carry it with me so I can use it throughout the day to touch up, but I put it over my makeup, and it's just, it makes the white, because it's like a white base, right? So it makes the white base like all like foundation color. So I was like, oh, I don't want to like ruin it. So yeah, so I haven't actually honestly really used this that much. So this is definitely there's a bit of a regret associated with this, but yeah, I'm still gonna like use it now just to put it on my skin wherever, if I have any dry spots or anything. I do think that maybe perhaps because I've got more oily skin, so this is probably better for someone with like drier skin who gets really sort of severe like dry patches throughout the day. So if that's you, maybe this would work for you, but for me, this is very pretty, and I would probably I would definitely not repurchase this, but I would probably purchase like Tatcha's other products. So the water cream, the essence, I'm all for it. The next one that I'm going to share with you is this one, which is the Biossance Squalane and Phytoretinol Serum. So these ones here. Now, I love Biossance product, by the way. Their peptide eye gel, their vitamin C rose oil, they are really, really good. The reason why I wouldn't repurchase this one is because obviously with the Squalane Phytoretinol Serum in the Biossance, this is created for someone who is quite sensitive, who has sensitive skin. So instead of using actual retinol ingredients, they use bakuchiol, which is meant to be like a more natural, and it's meant to have the same effect as retinol. However, upon further research and readings that I've done around that ingredients, obviously bakuchiol and retinol does completely not the same ingredients. Obviously because bakuchiol is very natural, it's like plant-based, so it doesn't have the same effectiveness as retinol. But for someone with sensitive skin, obviously the bakuchiol is a lot more gentler and a lot easier on their skin compared to actually using retinol. For me personally, I prefer to use retinol. I can see the difference when I use retinol regularly compared to like been using this for a while, and I don't see much different. Again, I don't hate it. I think it's not for me because I prefer, my skin doesn't react to retinol, so for me personally, I would prefer to purchase a retinol ingredients rather than a like a bakuchiol base like this one. But the texture of this one is a little bit on the thicker side, so it's really lovely. I think if you have quite a dry sensitive skin, this is actually a really good one to incorporate. So if you want any like anti-aging sort of serum, so anything for like reducing fine lines or any wrinkles, so if you want that type of serum in your skincare routine but you have a dry and sensitive skin, this can be a good one for you to give it a whirl. But personally, I wouldn't repurchase this because I prefer my retinol serum, which is the Cosrx low pH BHA overnight mask. So with the low pH BHA overnight mask from Cosrx, now first of all, I have to say I love Cosrx products because they're always very affordable and very effective. Let me tell you what this is. So this is basically an overnight mask that you put on to help to take away all the dullness and have to help you have a more smoother skin. So it helps to exfoliate your skin as you sleep. It has 0.9 BHA, which is I believe it's from betaine salicylate base, so it helps to reduce your skin complexion, so it looks a lot healthier. It helps to reduce any roughness on your skin as well, so have that sort of exfoliating properties to it. However, the reason why I wouldn't repurchase this is because I actually use other serums. I have serums that are a lot higher in BHA and AHA, so because after basically in my nighttime routine, once I put on all my serum, this at the end almost does absolutely nothing because my serum has a higher percentage of AHA and BHA, and that's the only reason why I wouldn't repurchase this. I still use them as my nighttime moisturizer every now and then, and I don't mind them. This is fragrance free. Again, if you have a sensitive if you're sensitive to fragrance, this is a really great overnight mask to use. The texture is actually pretty light, but it does feel very moisturizing once you put it on. So it's not like a gel or anything, so it's light, but it's heavy at the same time. It's very hard to explain, but that's honestly what this feels like. But yeah, like I said, this one definitely not a repurchase for me because I have a stronger serum that I am using. So yeah, but if you're sensitive to fragrance and you want an overnight mask, or if you want to try Summer Fridays jet lag mask but you don't want to pay for the price, I definitely think this is a very good dupe for that, because this is also an exfoliating overnight mask. From Elemis is the papaya enzyme peel. So basically this is meant to be a very gentle exfoliation peel, a treatment. The reason why I will not repurchase this is because I do have other exfoliation or other peel treatment that first of all are a lot more stronger, so it's a lot more effective because my skin is not very sensitive to enzyme or to acid exfoliation, so I can take a higher a stronger peel, and that's why, and I think it's also because I do regularly see my esthetician. That's why I think my skin has built that tolerant to a stronger peel as well, hence why I think the papaya enzyme peel doesn't really do much for me. Then next, so I've got two more, the last two. I'm gonna start with this one. So this is the Drunk Elephant TLC Fremboost Glycolic Night Serum. Now I know the next two products, the last two that I have here, is actually both Drunk Elephant products. I definitely do not hate this product. I love Drunk Elephant other products, but these are just the two that I wouldn't personally repurchase. The reason why I wouldn't repurchase the glycolic is because I found with my skin, so I've got an oily skin that is slightly dehydrated, and I do deal with a lot of pigmentation, a lot of more sort of cystical acne as well, hormonal acne that happens sort of every like once a month or so. I definitely think that glycolic is probably the most gentle out of all the acids. So my skin just works better with salicylic and lactic acid compared to glycolic acid. They're free of like fragrances, any of that suspicious sticks. So if you are sensitive to fragrances, then obviously this is a really good one to try. I'm not. I do actually like a bit of fragrance in my skincare. So anyway, so these ones helps to refine and retexturize your skin. However, like I said, for me, because I've already used a stronger AHA BHA before, I've used retinol as well in my routine, this one just doesn't really do very much for my skin. So Balm Electrolyte Water Facial. Now I do have to say, when I first got it, I love this so much. It's just very hydrating. I can feel my skin just gets really hydrated from just using this alone. However, having said that, at that time, because I was seeing my esthetician a lot more, and so my skin wasn't that problematic, but after like a few lockdowns that we have under our belt here in Melbourne, a lot of the estheticians are closed, so I couldn't get my regular treatment. So my skin's been like acting up, been very funny. So I've been using the baby Sukari, the Sukari baby facial from Drunk Elephant as my like little helper, as my regular facial, and I have been using that, and I've put this straight after, and this has been really good for that. However, if I haven't actually used like if I don't use the Sukari baby facial, so if I use my normal routine where I layer my serums, I've got my you know, light moisturizer that is actually hydrating, I layer my essence, this actually does not very much for my skin. Any essence that I have is, most of them are hydrating, so they are already, my skin's already feel very plump, very supple. When I put my serum on, some of them has hyaluronic acid as well in there, so there's a few hydrating ingredients in the serum as well as the cream that I use. So when I put this on, it's almost like it's does nothing for my skin. I don't think it's a bad what do you call it, I don't think it's a bad water facial. It's not a bad product at all. I think it's very effective if you are someone that wants that super easy, just like 3-4 steps in your routine. This is definitely a really good product to have because of that hydrating properties and how it can just nourish your skin and just absolutely revive your skin overnight. But if you're someone that has quite an extensive skincare routine, this is probably almost like kind of doesn't really do much. Having said that though, I've been loving their Drunk Elephant, the Protini cream. So when I use the Protini cream and then I use this on top, it's almost like this doesn't do anything. So if I were to repurchase anything, I would definitely repurchase the Protini rather than the F-Balm. But that's just my opinion, so everyone, we all can have different opinions. And that's all I have for you this week. Like I said at the start of the video, if you happen to use any of these products and love it, that's absolutely fine. We can all have different opinions because we all have different skin type and different skin concerns. Just because I would not repurchase something doesn't mean that you guys should not repurchase it. So just saying, different opinions are allowed. Anyway, thank you so much for watching wherever you guys are. I hope you guys are staying safe, staying healthy, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.